the policies and proposals that we're discussing about. Now, that's dark authoritarianism dressed up as care. And what we're talking about through the censorship industrial complex that I think would be further empowered by a Kamala Harris presidency is yet more authoritarianism. So note how the opponents of Trump continually use to attack him ideas that they appear to be implementing themselves. Does that strike you as curious? Let me know in the comments in the chat on Rumble. And let me know what you think of that WHO piece there. Because if you are Brian Stelter, how do you, after presumably opposing the Iraq war, justify in your own mind, and perhaps more importantly in your own spirit, a Democrat crowd chanting and cheering for Liz Cheney and Dick Cheney, and therefore, in my reckoning at least, for the Iraq war, and therefore I suppose it could be argued for the dead Iraqi children? What do we believe in now? It seems to me we don't believe in anything except more and more authoritarian power being granted to the state in order to ensure that various vulnerable groups are protected. Protected from whom? And protected how? And do you believe that that is their motivation based on how they've behaved when it comes to a variety of other issues? Let me know in the comments and chat. We've got to see the rest of Brian Stelter. I can't resist the guy.
Musk is also using his platform X to drive support to Trump. I noticed when I logged in yesterday during the Trump rally was always at the top of my feed. It almost felt as if he was forcing it up algorithmically to make sure everybody was watching the rally.
You'd never have Google, for example, prioritizing stories that were beneficial to centralized interests. For example, pushing election messages of the Kamala Harris campaign.
That is unbelievable. When you know the degree of censorship that was revealed during the Twitter files, which only took place because Elon Musk acquired the platform, where we learned that the FBI were paying significant sums of money to censor, that censorship was taking place on meta platforms like Facebook, that censorship's been taking place on Google. In a way, there is no virtue and there is no principle. There is only the use of whatever weapon is available. That weapon could be the judiciary. That weapon could be the media. That weapon could even be Brian Stelter, although I would have to describe him as a pretty blunt tool. Our new The Oracle series, our first ever group interviews designed to bring the greatest and most authoritative voices in particular subjects together for the very first time. Robert Malone, Dr. Pierre Corey, and Steve Kirsch.
What we've experienced is a globally deployed psychological bioterrorism playbook. It's well developed. And then I started to see just global propaganda directed at essentially distorting, dismissing, and suppressing the evidence of efficacy. And I saw it as a crime.
And at that point, I knew that this was not just a coincidence. There were too many black swans over too short a period. I've never heard anything like this story in my life.
They seem to get the human psyche so well when it comes to brainwashing us and propagandizing us to the direction that they want us to go in, that you would think that they would know that pulling all of these various tactics would actually just push support towards Trump, not away from him.
Ryan Ruth, some of his posts even show that he appeared to have been working with, in his own words, the U.S. Embassy in Kiev. He's doing effectively military intelligence, human trafficking of terrorists.
It's in this context that I think Ruth was kind of radicalized. He decided that while he wanted to assassinate Putin, the easier thing would be to assassinate Donald Trump.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you want to see more uncensored content where free speech can flourish, join our live stream. Click the link right here to watch the next video if you want to, or become a member of a growing movement. Download the Rumble app and you'll be informed every time we make a new piece of content. Stay free.